Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about assessment and evaluation which comes under CET. So let's start. See, assessment and evaluation, it means like your pass, fail and the grade system, okay, your percentage, everything, whatever you are doing to evaluate students, that is the process you are using for evaluation. It is called as evaluation and assessment. Okay. First we will see definition. So first one is assessment. What is the definition of assessment? So the process of measuring something with the purpose of assigning a numerical number. So it is a process where we have a purpose of assigning some number, like giving some point, some number, that is assessment. Next one is scoring. The procedure of assigning a numerical value to a assessment task. So when someone has done something, based on the task, if you are giving score to someone, that is called as scoring. Okay. Next one is evaluation. The process of determining the worth of something in relation to established benchmark using assessment information. Okay. So this is about the assessment, scoring and evaluation. Next we have scope of evaluation. So that the first is, that is a value judgment. Second one is asserting the extent to which the educational objectives have been attained, effectiveness of appraisal or method of instruction, identified pupil strength and weakness, difficulties and the problem, needs and demands. It provides baseline for the guidance and counseling. And it like placement and promotion in job, development of attitude, interest, capabilities, creativity, originality, knowledge and skill, development of tools and technique, development of curriculum and for its revision, interpretation of results, helpful for curriculum planners and administrator to improve the curriculum pattern. So these are the some of the scope of evaluation. Next is purpose of evaluation. What is the purpose? Why you want to evaluate someone? The first one, to discover the extent of competence, to predict the educational practice, to certify student degree proficiency in a particular educational practice, to apprise the status of and the change in the student behavior, to make provision for guiding the growth of the individual students, and to diagnose the individual student educational weakness and strength. We have some more purposes, like to assess the student progress, to predict the student future, to provide basis for the modification of curriculum and courses, and to look at area where the remedial measures are needed, to provide basis for the introduction of experience to meet the need of the individual or group of students, and motivate the students toward the better attainment and growth. Okay, so these are the some of the purposes, that is this is because of this we are going to do the evaluation process. Next we have criteria for the selection of the evaluative device. So for doing evaluation we need some device. How we are going to evaluate? Okay, so in that we have some points that you have to keep in your mind while you are preparing some techniques or some device, like sampling of the objectives, sampling of the content. Okay, sampling of the objectives and content means you should know what is your objectives, why you are doing this device for evaluating the someone. Okay, then validity, whatever you have prepared, whatever techniques you are following or whatever device you are following, it should have valid. And reliability, okay, it should related to your topic. Practicability, like what you have prepared, there is no connection between this your with your device, so there should some practicability and should have usefulness. So these are the criteria for selection of evaluative device. Next we have types of evaluation. So there are two types, one is formative, one is summative. Okay, so evaluation is two type, formative and summative. First one is formative. What do you mean by formative? It takes place continuously and it means for the diagnosis and remedial instruction. And summative means it occurs at the end of the course, mean for the placement, prediction and guidance. In simple word, if I give the example for formative, like we are conducting internal exam or class test or unit test after finishing one subject, that is formative evaluation. Okay, in every stage we are going to evaluate you people. In the summative, we are going to conduct the exam, board exam in the month of like August or September. We are going to go every year, we will conduct, that is summative evaluation at the end. So based on that, we are going to promote you in the next session. But in the formative, it is only for knowing your, like to know that how much you gain knowledge or where you need to focus more. So this is the difference between the formative and summative. So formative, that is in between, like frequently you are going to conduct exam. Summative means at the end of the session. So with this we have finished introduction of evaluation and assessment. We will continue in the next part. Thank you everyone.